All right, just north of the Rose Quarter. That junk's all back there. And there's a, can't really see it that well from here, but there's a little overpass up ahead that crosses the freeway. And once you cross that, we're kind of getting into the start of the old Albina area, which encompassed at one time. Albina is almost just a word now for like what used to be there. You know, I think people who have lived there a long time still probably think of it as the Albina area, but now it's just kind of considered by its various neighborhoods. It's the Eliot neighborhood, Boise, Humboldt, King, Sabin. I don't think it's just Sabin, it's something Sabin, I can't remember. But yeah, the bulk of, you know, the Albina neighborhood is pretty much from the Rose Quarter to the south, almost to the Columbia River to the north, from roughly MLK, which is a few blocks that way, to practically the river and kind of bordering up on St. John's. That was all considered the Albina area, which was much smaller. And then with all these, you know, demolitions that happened to make I-5 happen through here, to make the Rose Quarter happen back there, and so on, you know, hundreds of homes were demoed. So people who lived in this area had to start moving. So they started kind of expanding out and more moving north than any other direction. Because, you know, of course, the city wouldn't really let non-white people move anywhere else. So you pretty much were stuck just kind of gradually moving more north. But anyway, I'm here shooting for my Albina documentary. But also, as I said, looking for boarded up buildings, potentially abandoned buildings, places being repurposed, properties being repurposed, anything that will go with the concept of my film that fits kind of those dynamics. And I know there's a few places like that up in this area, so while I'm shooting for my Albina thing, I'm going to be keeping my eye out and shooting that stuff too. Historian. Found my first semi-abandoned looking location today, all boarded up and shit. Gonna get some shots of that. Heck, I could use this in both films. Alright, and then I just turned the corner and didn't even realize the building I'm standing next to here is unoccupied. So that's what I was going for. I was actually kind of hoping to, like, what does it look like in here? Nah. Yeah. Looks like it was a studio space. There's lights up there. It says Rose City something, but it's obviously not being used right now. And I wanted to try something. I wanted to try a shot through a window, getting like stuff through the window on the other side. I would just have to block it with my hand a little bit, so we're gonna try. Alright, now I've actually showed this house in a video I did about just random abandoned houses I stumbled onto. I don't think it's abandoned. I think it's just sitting here waiting for something to happen. I know it was damaged by a fire several years back and hasn't been lived in since, but it's an eye catcher because it's kind of in an open area, and it's this house right here, and it's even more overgrown than it was when I was here like about a year ago. You almost can't, yeah, you could get up on the porch when I was here before. You can't even get up on the porch without digging through brush now. So yeah, I'm gonna get a shot or two of that now. Oh man, just look at that. Look at this view. I don't know where you can see it on the, well, I'll crank the aperture up so you can see it. But yeah, look at that. It's still really hard to tell how cool of a shot this is, but it pretty much looks like this. I mean, you don't get any better than that. It's crazy. I was here like maybe a little over a year ago, and I walked like right up to the place, and now you can get about 2 steps up, and then everything just disappears, and the porch is like right there, and like I think that's where the front door is, and then that is like a window, and see, you can see the fire damage. This is part of a video that I put up a while back. And this house has just been sitting here for, again, quite a while. You can kind of, yeah, even on this column you can see the charred fire damage, and you can kind of sort of see into it if you look around the house, but I'm not really out here to do that today. So I'm off the hustle and bustle of Williams, and I'm in between Williams and brain freeze. I'm between Williams and MLK, and I'm on Ivy Street, and I swear about a year and a half ago there was a house that was so dilapidated I almost explored it because I genuinely thought it was just abandoned on the street. And if it looks anything like that same look, again, I'm going more for like commercial buildings because that's more what my lead character deals with, but a few houses fit in there will work because there's other people that work the same type of business as she does who deal just in housing, you know, so it's like it's all encompassing. But I don't know, for all I know, this house could be all fixed up now. And I'm like 80% certain I'm on the right street. I know it's across the street from where I am right now, so it should be somewhere up here, not too far. I'll recognize it when I see it, if it hasn't been fixed up yet. And if it hasn't, I want to get a shot of it. And I've always thought this was interesting. This is the intersection of Ivy and Rodney, but like you can't, it's like not a 4-way intersection. I don't know. Oh, is this the place? This might be. I see a, yeah, because all these houses were across the way from it. Oh, I think they demoed it. Not a shocker. This place was just falling apart, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where it was. Yeah, you can see the staircase there, but as far as, yeah, this is definitely the spot, so I guess we can scratch that off my list. No shocker though, this house was falling apart. I was almost too scared to even go inside of it. If I'm correct, this building here, I noticed there was some tagging on it, so I got a shot of it for my credits for my film. But I'm pretty sure this is a place, this is like a community center that recently shut down. I remember reading something about it, and it was a building that looked a lot like this, and I know it was on MLK, and this one's got the tagging on it, like, you know, but there's not a lot, like it only recently was vacated, so I'm thinking this might be that spot, which just sucks. Alright, just got another shot. Don't know if I'll use it. It was just a, there was like a garage next to a house that was all tagged up, so it kind of looked like it hadn't been used. Oh, excuse me. Jamaican cooler. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, no, I've actually gotten a few shots of some good spots today, even a couple more than I realistically thought I would get. There's probably a few houses in here that are boarded up. But I'm actually on Grand Avenue right now, which if you're from the Portland area, you're probably not used to seeing Grand Avenue like this, because further south, it's the main drag that runs parallel to McLaughlin as it becomes MLK. But once they converge a little back from there, MLK over here becomes a 2-way street, and Grand just kind of becomes another residential road. Anyway, I'm walking this way because, ooh, going, oh, well, asking you shall receive. I was going to say I was walking this way because there's an abandoned building right here that I once really wanted to explore. Because, yeah, if you look over there, that little dark spot right there, that's an open door into the basement, but I thought better of it. I'm pretty sure somebody owns it, but it'll make for a good shot for my opening credits. Yeah. And I can almost double up because this place looks very boarded up on the front, but you can't necessarily know from the front to the back whether it's the same building. So I may be able to actually get 2 shots out of this, one in the front and one in the back, and just use both of them. Alright, so here's that building I just shot from the other side. I thought it'd be kind of cool to get a view between these 2 trees here. So I'm getting that shot set up right now. So yeah, you know, it worked for two. Yeah, I just got about, from right over here, I got about 3 or 4 good angles of this building. But yeah, man, I can't tell you as an adventurer how enticing it is to try to get into that building with the back door wide open. Like, I walked by it like almost 2 years ago. The door was wide open. It's still wide open in the back. Anyone can walk in and walk out. And then right when I was about to catch the bus, I realized I had a little extra time and I got a shot of this. I don't think this is necessarily abandoned or even not being used, but it kind of has that look. And then there's this property that's obviously been empty for a very long time. Pretty sure there used to be a building here since it would have been on MLK over there. But I'm wondering, there was a church, and I did a video of it, and I don't remember if, I don't think I reposted it on my new channel, but I might have to now. And it was diagonal across the street from a kind of beat up old church that looked just like this. So I'm wondering if that church is here, and this church, if it is haunted as hell. Oh, it's not here. Nope. It was right across the street from a church that was kind of like this, probably a few blocks that way. Actually, it's probably a few blocks back that way and that way. But anyway, weird haunted shit. And just like that, I'm by the East Side Industrial District, all that stuff. Hawthorne Bridge right there, downtown, on the other side of this stuff. This is where I needed to quickly film something else in the middle of my day, and I was thinking about just kind of wrapping and going home. I'm starting to feel kind of tired. I didn't sleep great last night, but when I think about it, there's a few buildings in this area that have kind of a dilapidated look to them, so I might video a couple of those for when he's saying, which was interesting because this is where I filmed a whole bunch, so I can actually get a few shots, maybe cutaways to go with what I shot here. We had a whole shooting day down here. I talk about it on my channel. It was a damn nightmare. I mean, listen to it. That's the sound of peace compared to the crap we were having to deal with. So, anyway, I'll be able to get some shots for the opening credits and maybe a few cutaways to go to when I'm shooting that part. So it's killing multiple birds with one stone. Well, I'm happy to say I'm finding, I'd even get this over here, but I just got a shot similar to that. Just don't need it. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. And I've still got a couple more blocks before I'm kind of running out of space. And, oh man. It's like I'm not the only one filming shit down here under the bridges. But yeah, I just went by a spot that we used for actually a pretty lengthy period of time to film. And I look down there now and the whole sidewalk is just covered with like a homeless camp. And then this is this huge old warehouse, and we actually filmed a significant scene right around the corner here. My actor sprinted out in the street. He was supposed to sprint across the street, and there was a car coming from back here, and he almost got nailed by the car. Fortunately, I screamed car loud enough that he heard me, and lived to act another day. Yeah, I wanted to shoot a couple blocks down there, but the building we were going to use was being rapidly ripped apart. And, oh, there's chairs here, and this is all open. Well, good thing it wasn't while we were shooting, because we were standing right next to that garage door that's now open. So, lucky break. I cannot believe how unlucky I am with stuff getting revitalized. I was like, there's a beautiful building close by that I can video. Nope. They're in the process of cleaning it up. And I know the building I wanted. I think this is actually the building. This is the building where I wanted to. I thought this was a different building. This is the building where I wanted to originally shoot in front of, and then they started like ripping into it and revitalizing it. I kind of want to see what it looks like from the front, because it was pretty damn perfect for what I wanted. Because I was actually thinking about stopping by. Yeah. It's considerably different looking on the front than it looked like 3.5 weeks ago. Alright, well, I'm just circling like an idiot now. But, yeah, of course, it's been sitting there, boarded up, tagged up, and the moment I want to use it for a backdrop, God, it smells good. It smells like Cafe Yum. The The moment I want to use the building, they start revitalizing it. That is just happening consistently out of nowhere. Wait, this is really cool looking through here. I gotta get a shot of this. Yeah, so this, yeah, like this tagging, it just kind of goes all down here. This building looks like it's being used. I'm wondering if this trailer being parked here, right next to it, is kind of people can kind of hide in here and tag the place. Because it's tagged all the way down to here. But anyway, I'm just been meandering through here, and I'm kind of getting to the end of this area. This is pretty cool. These doors that are like this. I almost kind of want a shot of this. I think I'm gonna get a shot of this. Okay, I'm a little shook now. There's this like ice cream truck parked here, and a whole bunch of flies just flew away from the front like passenger fender. Okay, here's another ice cream truck, and there's birds all over the place. Why do I get the feeling that there's like a dead corpse in that van back there? Sorry, I gotta itch my face. That was, yeah, I was not into that. But like most people, I'm just gonna walk on and act like I didn't see anything. This is a cool building. I'm gonna get a shot of this one, this white one. And then this old, they used to say like city sign. There was like an old sign up there. Yeah, right there. They used to say like city sign company. And yeah, a lot of these places are getting changed, and these signs are recent replacements around here. Like last couple of months happening all over. Just a simple little shot. And I am pretty much coming to the end. The town storage building down here, that's pretty much the end of this area, so I'm only like 2 blocks away. You've done well for me today, camera. As have you, tripod. Got a lot of stuff. Don't even know what I'm gonna do with it now. Alright, so now on the other side of Grand, it'll be easier to navigate myself. There's the old Schleifer furniture building that's going to be demoed soon. So kind of one last look before that big beauty is gone. And anyway, I'm just trying to make my way to the vicinity of a bus. And hopefully not have to wait forever. But anyway, I think I got enough. I think those 2 little evenings after work and today, I think we'll have enough stuff for that opening sequence. I think I have more than enough, if we're going to be honest. And so anyway, this particular adventure of mine is over. Thank you for coming along as I mix up a lot of crap and then try to nail down as many potentially abandoned things, places, whatnot as possible, to literally just do an opening credit sequence for my film. Success. And till next time, guys. It's been Steve the Amateur Historian.